my dumbass self just recorded a whole video, like 28 minutes long, and you know what I did? I accidentally pressed the stop button right when I was trying to open my glasses because I was trying to show you that I got new glasses today. You know what? I'm gonna start over. But like, you know what? I'm gonna put on my glasses so that it seems like I did something productive and that this video is different. So, anyways, I'm gonna put the fucking glasses on. Now. New glasses, I know. So cute. They literally look like not even that different from like my old glasses. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like I used to have glasses before. But like they were kind of like a little bit more like rounder. And they also did not have these like super cool like lightweight like metal frames. Like this part was all plastic. Like the whole glasses were all plastic and they were kind of thicker. Like the frames and everything. Like these ones are more lightweight and like they're more comfortable for me and I like them. Also, the whole reason that I got new glasses was because I lost my old ones. So, Which also, I lost both pairs. Like, I had two old pairs. One of them, the first one, was actually really horrible because I, like, grew out of that vision. Like, my vision was pretty bad. Like I grew out of it. Like, it got worse. So, like, those glasses didn't work that well. And then I got the second pair, and they worked great. Like, I loved them. But I lost both pairs. So I'm like legitimately like completely blind from a certain distance. Like everything is completely blurry. Like it's kind of like if you've ever like stared at something so long that like only that like thing is what you focus on and then everything else is kind of like a blur. Like that's what it was like for me on a daily basis. So like anything like from a certain distance was like literally I could not see it all. And that certain distance was literally like as far as like my length of my arm. Like it was so short. Like I was like legitimately blind, okay? And unless the words were literally the size of my face, like I could not read them further than the distance of my arm. And so like when I lost my glasses, like both pairs of them by the way, so smart and responsible. Like in either March or April, I think it was. By then, my dad was gone already. Yeah, he was either just leaving for Honduras or he was already gone to Honduras. And so when I lost them, I kind of was like, I don't know like how to fucking tell him because he like just left. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? And that was also the time where like my grandma wasn't driving, like or where she shouldn't have been driving. She still shouldn't be driving, like sometimes. This was when she was like still very adamant about I'm still independent, blah 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 blah. Now my grandma is starting to realize that she can't do certain things, but like she's still like quiet as fuck about it and like doesn't want to tell anybody shit about her realizing this. But like, you know what? It's cool, grandma. Like I can respect your boundaries. At least you're starting to realize it. Like she's way better than she was like, I don't know, like a year ago. Well, not even a year ago. Like, how many months ago was April? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So it's September. So it's like 6 months. So it's like been 6 months. She's way better than she was 6 months ago. Like, I mean, mentally she's worse, but like she's come a long way from like in complete denial to like denial, like outwardly, but like inwardly, like you really know, like she understands. So, at least like the basic level she understands. So she's like doesn't want to drive anymore. But like back then she was still very adamant. I'm like, I can drive myself anywhere. Like blah 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 blah. Like I could drive myself to San Francisco if I wanted to. And I was like, bitch, you can't even find your way to the grocery store. Like how the fuck are you gonna find your way to San Francisco, sweetie? You might want to think about that one. And so like yeah, like so now like it's very different. Like she's much better and understand that she can't do things. And my uncle is here or was here. He left like yesterday or the day before yesterday. And it was actually really sad. And I was like struggling not to cry when he left. So like yeah, that was fun. you know, my dad, I'm used to leaving, but, like, I don't know, my uncle, like, which I know is stupid. Like, I've always known he's going to leave, but, like, I don't know, my uncle has become, like, this, like, stability in my life because he's the only adult that's, like, of sound mind in my family right now, which is kind of, like, harsh, but, like, true. Because my dad is in complete denial of the complete manipulating dickhead that he can be and is a lot of the time, and his irresponsibilities as well. And my grandma is still in denial and just not, well, she's realizing it slowly, but she's realizing it like really, really slowly, and refuses to vocalize even the little parts that she's starting to understand about herself, of her dementia and inevitable Alzheimer's, or whatever the dementia is from, which more than likely is Alzheimer's, but, like, you know, whatever. And so I have those two, and then who are around me a lot. And then I have my mom, which we've talked about my mom a lot, so, like, I don't really want to get into it anymore than I already have. And those are all of the parental figures and family members that I have around me, like, consistently. Or were the only family members that I had around me consistently. And my grandma used to be of sound mind, but she's not anymore. And I used to think my dad was the greatest hero of all time. He's not. He's a jerk who's irresponsible and does not really care about anyone but himself on a lot of things. So that's kind of depressing and sad, and I know that I can't depend on him. And honestly, he'll probably be happy once I'm 18 or 19 and I graduate and get to make my own life, because then he will have one less worry to worry about, and will have one more step into making his new family, which he's already starting to do. And I'm not even 18 or 19 yet when I'm going to graduate. So, like, thanks, Dad. You were never really there for me when I was a kid, and now you're not even going to be there for me when I'm in my adult life, because you're going to be there for you for your stepchild and wife. So, new wife, might I add. Like, this is his third wife, so, you know. Good job, Dad. Good job. At least this third wife seems semi-decent. Like, she actually has, like, a sound mind that I know of, because his first wife definitely did not have a sound mind. Like, she was crazier than my own fucking mom, which is just crazy to think about. But then he got with my mom, who was 19 while he was fucking 40. So, you know, not a great decision, Dad. And yeah, so also my mom ended up turning out crazy too. So, like, you know what? Whatever. And then, well, I shouldn't say crazy. Like, I freaking hate the word crazy, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, she wasn't mentally sound either, you know. And then he's now with this other girl who's, like, from fucking Vietnam, which, like, of all the places to go to, but, like, sure, Dad, whatever. Who's, like, literally, like, 30 at oldest, I think. She might even be, like, 29 or 28. And she has, like, a 4-year-old son, which, good job, Dad. Like, you're probably not even going to survive by the time this 4-year-old son is 18. And my dad's 57. Like, good job. Good fucking job. And so, yeah, I've never, like, I'm, like, as I'm getting older and, like, spending more time with my dad, I'm starting to realize, like, he's not just this, like, fun-go-lucky guy. Like, he's actually, like, really irresponsible and in denial of his irresponsibilities and what he needs to do in his adult life, and, like, what he hasn't been doing, and, like, what he's never done for me and how he's never been there for me. And I always thought it was, like, in some ways I kind of blame my mom, because I know how possessive my mom can be of me, but I'm starting to come to realize that a lot of it was my dad. Like, he prioritized a lot of his shit over his own daughter, which is kind of sad to think about, but, like, you know, that's my dad. And that's what I have to live with. And I also have to live with my mom, who I always have to constantly worry about. Like, is she gonna stay stable? Like, is she gonna stay sober? Is she gonna stay on her medicine? If she doesn't, things are gonna spiral out of control. She could go to jail. Again. She could go to the mental hospital. Again. Like, there are so many variables that I don't even know how to, like, count them with my mom. And then I also, like, she is incredibly possessive and clingy and, like, I wouldn't use the word obsessed, but, like, kind of obsessed with me. Like, just, she's attached to me in a motherly way, but also attached me in a way that, like, is completely different than a mother and more of, like, someone who's, like, dependent on, like, a parent, but, like, in a very, like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, it's not, it's not natural and it's not healthy, you know? And I know that, and I'm trying to get her to, like, let go of me, but, like, she's not willing at all, which is, you know, frustrating because, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, it's becoming more and more prominent that I'm just gonna have to rip the fucking Band-Aid off and just leave, because talking with her about us separating is not gonna be okay, because she's gonna fucking lose it. So, you know, I can hope that by the time, like, what I'm trying to do now is make sure that she has enough people around her that, like, when I leave, because I'm not going to be able to tell her when I'm going to leave or anything like that, because she's going to lose her fucking mind. And I know when I leave, she's going to relapse, she's going to do all of this shit. Hopefully, like, in the 2 years, or, yeah, 2 years, that it takes from, like, me, like, while I'm spending time with her and while she's, like, gaining more of a relationship with me, like, hopefully I can distance myself enough from her that she won't be that attached, which I think it's kind of, like, not gonna be possible. And what I'm really hoping I can do is to make sure that she has enough people around her and has enough, like, attachments to people that are strong enough that they're gonna be there to help her when I'm gone, because I cannot be her little, like, parent anymore. Like, I can't do it. Like, I'm not her parent, and she's not really acting like mine. Like, it's not healthy. It's not, like, a natural relationship that should be happening with a daughter and mother, and she's still coming to not realize that. So, we're just gonna have to rip the fucking Band-Aid off. But I'm hoping beyond hope that I can help her gain enough relationships with people that, like, they'll be strong enough that when I'm gone, they'll help her and she won't relapse. And, well, I mean, I know she's going to relapse, but, like, won't turn catatonic like she used to do and, you know, get really bad, or even worse, like, maybe she might commit suicide. Like, I don't know. Like, she's never been completely without me before, except for when I left. And when I left, like, it wasn't really gone for long, and she was, like, very catatonic and, like, didn't know what was going on around her. So, like, I don't think she fully, like, realized I was gone for, like, months. So, like, you know, this is the first time that, like, I'm going to leave her and she's going to know that I left her and, like, understand it instantly. And, like, that's really hard for me, but, like, also necessary. I know it's necessary because she needs to be independent and I need to be independent. Like, we can't just be, like, stuck together. Like, that's not me. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I don't want to be stuck anymore. Like, I've been stuck enough my entire life. Like, I'm tired of it. Anyways, I did not plan for this. This was certainly not in my first video. But yeah, my uncle is, like, the first, like, stable parent figure that I've had, like, ever. And I always knew that he was gonna leave, but, like, I don't know, I just kind of, like, didn't, like, deluded myself into thinking that he could stay here a lot longer. Like, maybe even stay here until I graduated and help me when I'm, like, trying to build my own life, which is irrational, but I really kind of wish it would happen. But I know it won't, so, you know what, I'll just have to carve my own path again. Because I can't depend on many people, especially not family, because, you know, there's not really anyone to depend on. My uncle wants to build his own life away from California because he hates California, which can't blame him for that. Like, my God, California fucking sucks. You know, it's hot. Like, I literally, like, I got my flu shots today, too, along with getting my glasses. And, you know, like, I literally heard this guy, like, complain about the AC, saying that, like, to him, anything below 80 fucking 5 degrees is freezing to him. Okay, I'm sorry, Billy, but, like, excuse me? Like, last I checked, like, something around, like, the 40s or 30s, like, 39 or something is, like, freezing, like the proper term for freezing, and like you're saying 85, below 85 is freezing. Like, oh my God, sweetie, like you need to get your head checked out, because like 85 is hot, okay, and it's fucking December, like, I mean October, I mean September. My God, months are not good with me. Like, I'm not good with numbers or dates or any of that kind of stuff. Like, it's horrible for me. Like, ugh. Anyways, so. But yeah, like, that boy was fucking crazy. Like, I literally, like, when I was getting my flu shot, like, I literally turned around and stared at him when he said that. Like, I didn't stare at him, I just kind of, like, looked at him and was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, hello? Excuse me, 85? Like, you, sweetie, are delusional. Hello. 80 fucking 5 is below freezing. Like, excuse you. Okay, anyways. Also, it was hilarious when I got my flu shot today, because, like, I'm, like, used to flu shots. Like, I've had them, like, every year for, like, pretty much all of my 17 years. And, like, I'm kind of used to them, and I don't really care anymore. And this guy, like, I guess he was surprised by how, like, willing I am to go along with everything, which I guess isn't too surprising, because, like, literally, I look like I'm fucking 5 years old. So he probably thought I was younger than I actually was. So when he was like, have you ever gotten a flu shot before? And I was like, yep. And he was like, is your left or right arm okay? And I was like, left, please. And he was like, cool. And he was like, is this a good spot? And I was like, yep. And he's like, you're go-getter or go-getter or something like that. And I was like, yeah, sure, yep. And he was like, uh-huh. And then I guess I was distracting him too much with my yes answers, that, like, he forgot to distract me. And so, like, literally right when he was, like, putting the flu shot in my arm, he, like, was like, so what school do you go to? And it was, like, a blatant attempt to, like, distract me from the shot, because apparently they're painful. Like, okay, sure, dude. Like, they literally feel like a little tiny pinch. But, like, anyways, and a sting, like, afterwards, and it's kind of sore. But, like, you know what? It's literally, I've had it for 17 years now. Like, it's fine. And, like, right when it was entering my skin, he asked me that, and I was like, I kind of winced, because, like, I wasn't expecting his answer, because it surprised me. So, like, his question surprised me while I was getting, like, my shots. Like, I kind of winced, and then I was like, I answered him afterwards. And it was just, like, I was kind of annoyed, because, like, usually, like, I prepare myself so it's, like, it doesn't really hurt that much. Even though it, like, doesn't hurt at all, like, hardly at all. But, like, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I just kind of like to prepare myself. And he just, like, literally just, like, threw me off. You know? Like, I was just kind of like, boy, you literally asked me at the last possible second. So, like, even if I was a scared little girl, like, it wouldn't have mattered. And it wouldn't have, like, distracted me or anything. Like, enough to, like, you know, like, I don't know. It just annoyed me. But it was also kind of funny. Also, today has been a great day because, well, I actually don't really know why today was a good day. Like, it was a good day, and that's pretty nice because, like, 2 days ago, like, I had, like, the worst day of my week so far. So, hopefully a worse day than yesterday or 2 days ago doesn't happen again, because, like, you know, that was kind of bad. I was in a really bad place. Like, several meltdowns in one day is not great. You know? Anyways, today was pretty good. I think it might have had to do with, like, my sugar rush this morning, because, like, one of my friends this morning in class, like, one of my classmates / friends, she was drinking, like, this Starbucks drink, and, like, fun fact you should know about me. Like, I'm literally addicted to, like, drinking water, like, or anything cold. Like, I love cold drinks. Like, they're so good. Love them so much. Like, I'm literally a thirsty ass bitch, like, constantly. Like, I need a water bottle so bad. Swear to God. Anyways, so, like, I love water. And I love anything cold to drink that's not, like, nasty, you know? And, so, like, when I saw her Starbucks drink, like, my eyes, like, involuntarily, like, just kind of, like, kept gazing at it. And she kind of, like, looked at me and was like, girl, like, you want some? And I was like, hello, yes, please. And, so she gave me some. And then, like, I kept glancing at it, so she kept giving me more. And then, like, eventually, like, I drank, like, a little bit more than half of it. And let me just say, there's a lot of sugar in that Starbucks drink. Because there was a lot of sugar in that Starbucks drink. And it made me super hyper. Like, incredibly hyper. Like, it didn't really hit me until the end of first period, which was when I got the refresher from Starbucks. And then on my walk to second period, like, what normally would be an anxiety fest of, like, 100,000 children, like, blocking my path was me, like, marching through the hallways all, like, happy and jittery and, like, hello. Like, I zoomed through there like a fucking bullet train. And then I got to my classroom, and I kind of just, like, skipped over to my chair, and, like, the boy sits next to me I'm kind of friends with, and let me just say he's very pragmatic, very analytical, like, very orderly, and I'm me. Like, we all know me. Like, I'm a fucking mess. And I also have a huge imagination. And I'm also very fidgety. And daydream, and doodle, and do all of these things that get on his nerves. And especially when I'm hyper. So, whoa. That's an attractive angle. Sorry, I dropped you. Yeah. But, like, I was super hyper, like, incredibly hyper. Like, it wasn't just fidgeting and bouncing my leg, and it wasn't just doodling. It was literally, I was jumping up and down in my seat. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I was literally, my ass was getting up off the seat and going back down constantly. Hop, 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 hop. Like, I was bouncing in my fucking chair. Like, legitimately. Like, it wasn't a joke. I was legitimately bouncing up and down in my fucking chair like a 5-year-old. It was bad. Okay? It was bad. And I also, like, I don't know why, but I, like, couldn't stop, like, doing, like, la di da la 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 la, you know, like that kind of shit, over and over and over again. And it was getting on his nerves. It was getting on the last nerve. I could see it in his eyes. He was getting frustrated with me, and I was like, kept doing it, because, like, there was a sick part of me that kind of liked the rise of, like, irritation that I got from him, because I thought it was funny. I'm not a smart person, and also, like, hyper me, even dumber than I usually am, so, like, you know what. And, so I just kept being hyper, and, like, he kept being, like, really annoyed with me. And then finally, the last straw was when I literally, like, drew on his notes, which I should know better than to draw on his notes. And normally I do know better than to draw on his notes, because, like, boy is crazy with his notes. Like, he doesn't go as far as to, like, color code his notes, but, like, he goes as far as to, like, orderly line, like, beautifulness. Like, it's so orderly and, like, nice, but, like, also, like, I just have to mess it up, because, like, you know what, it's too nice. Like, I was, like, literally looking at his paper, and I was like, it's too nice. Like, I gotta fuck it up somehow. Like, come on. Like, nobody has paper that nice. Like, come on. And hyper me was like, let's doodle something. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then I was like, maybe a little bit. And then, like, I did. And he got so mad at me. And I felt so bad, because I knew in my mind, like, this is not going to be a good idea. But, like, I did it anyways. And you know what? It wasn't a good idea. He got so mad at me. It's kind of funny, but, like, also not really. He got so mad at me. He got so fucking mad at me. Like, oh, no. And then he started giving me the silent treatment and the grudge treatment, and I was kind of, like, not happy about it. And I was like, if you're gonna give me a grudge, like, tell me why you're giving me a grudge. Even though I kind of already knew why. It was because I was being annoying ass hyper ass bitch. Okay, like, let's not lie to ourselves, sweetie. Yeah, but the rest of the day he was not happy with me, which is not great. You know what, whatever. Also in ceramics today, I had a lot of fun. I mean, I learned that clay smells like literal ass, and it looks like it too, but it's fun to play with. And also, I didn't fidget in that class because I was kind of like on a sugar exhaustion thing going on, because like right after lunch, like my sugar high just like dropped the fuck out of my system, and I was like tired as fuck the rest of the day. Well, not tired as fuck, but like just like more tired, you know? But like, you know what? It's fine. Actually, I think I had some more sugar earlier today, so like maybe that's why I'm not that tired anymore. Oh, not a good idea to give Angela more than one sugar stuff a day. You know, I get hyper like way too fucking easy. That's why I can't drink coffee, because coffee, if you think I'm hyper now, oh my god, maybe I should make a video where I drink coffee, because like you have not seen me on caffeine. Like, I can drink tea, like, but I cannot drink coffee. Like, coffee for me is just like too much. Like, it's way too much. Like, I literally have heart palpitations. Like, I literally, like, sometimes I get like weird shaky vision, like if I drink too much of it. And like if I'm hyper off the walls of sugar, like I'm literally on a fucking trampoline, walking all over the fucking place, on a trampoline, on coffee. Like, it's horrifying. Like, I don't even recognize myself sometimes when I'm on coffee. Like, it's horrible. It feels horrible. Like, sometimes I'll get heartburn, sometimes I'll get heart palpitations, sometimes I'll get the little weird shaky vision thing. It's just weird. I don't like it. I don't like coffee. What it does to me, it doesn't taste good, it doesn't smell good. Like, I don't like anything about coffee, ever. No, thank you. And, yeah. Anyways, maybe I should, like, make myself go through that torture just for a video. Because, like, I mean, it's kind of funny, but also, like, not really. It's horrible. But it's also kind of funny. Because, like, I remember the first time I had coffee was at a sleepover. And my friends would not fucking stop laughing at me. Because, like, I was so jittery. And I think I get kind of more paranoid when I'm on coffee, too. Because like, I remember we watched a horror movie after I watched the coffee because I could not, like, sleep because I was too, like, hyped up. And so we watched a horror movie because they thought maybe that would, like, calm me down. Fucking wrong idea, sweetie. And it made me hella fucking scared and hella paranoid. And when I'm hyper and paranoid, like, holy shit, boy. Like, I'm like a hopping fucking kangaroo. Like, I jump at everything, and I jump at my own fucking shadow, and I screech, and I hop, and I'm like jumping all over the fucking place. Like, I remember I was jumping on our couches. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, I was acting crazy. Like, crazier than I normally act. Like, that was the first time that I ever had coffee, and that was the last time that I ever wanted to have coffee. But I've had coffee since then. I just never liked the experience. Like, I thought maybe I just had too much coffee, or maybe it's the brand. And I've had coffee since then. Not a good idea ever for me to have coffee. Like, not great. Like, coffee and I do not mix, okay? Like, people are always shocked whenever I say I hate coffee. But, like, when I say I hate coffee, like, it's not a joke, sweetie. Like, I legitimately hate coffee. I hate what it does to me. I hate what it smells like. I hate what it looks like, because it literally looks like Satan's asshole. Like, you literally, like, the darkest depths of hell, like, do not look as dark as coffee does, like, when it's not with milk. Like, it's just, and then when it has milk, it looks like fucking diarrhea. Like, excuse me, like, excuse me. No. Yeah. But basically, like, I'm a hyper bitch who, like, cannot fucking take coffee, okay? Sorry. Yeah, basically. But I'm so happy I got my glasses today. Like, they look cool. I love them. Yeah. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go now because, like, you know, sleep is necessary for, you know, living. And also, my phone is at 5%. Not great. And also, you know, this video is almost at the end of its, like, time period thing. But, like, also, don't I look fucking so cute in my glasses? Like, hello, sweetie. Oh my god, I'm so narcissistic. Like, you know what? I think I look cute in my glasses. Like, shut up. I mean, how can you be a YouTuber and not be narcissistic? Like, excuse me. Like, you record your daily life. or you record at least some of your life. Like, you cannot be narcissistic if you record yourself. Like, excuse me. But then are we all kind of narcissistic since we all kind of take selfies? And people invented photography. And, like, one of the first things that we did was take portraits of ourselves. And we also painted ourselves, like, since the beginning of time in painting. So, like, you know, we're all kind of narcissists. So, like, you can't fucking judge us. So, yeah. Anyways, this is the end of the video. So, good night. Bye-bye. And all other things to say goodbye and good night to. So, yeah. Bye.